I wonder, as we make our way through these various waves, Delta, now Omicron, if you're sensing a sort of degrading, lessening effect on bookings and cancellations as we learn about each new one.
No question about it, Carl. People are moving short-term meetings out to April and May, trying to get on the other side of whatever hyperventilation is going to occur in the marketplace due to this latest variant. I know everyone has a different tolerance for fear, but it's almost Chicken Little running through without any substantive proof that we have a problem, but it causes immediate concern, and you're going to see that in December and January bookings.
So you think leisure we might see some hit?
Oh, sure, because a lot of leisure is into different countries in Mexico and the Caribbean and of course into Europe. All of these, Japan has cut 100%. So, I mean, all of the access to places is now in doubt. They change almost daily, so you really don't know whether you're going to get home if you go someplace. So you err on the side of conservative and just don't go. So it's had an effect already.
Do we get an echo of that in corporate?
Well, yes, sir, because travel managers, business, Carl, businesses hate uncertainty. And this is certainly an uncertain time where even the government doesn't know what to do. So they tend to overreact. I got to give our government credit for subsidizing the workforce so that Delta, American United, and Southwest are ready to go. Like November was a knockout month. But they kind of canceled all that out with this one hyperventilation, starting quarantines and different approaches to stem this flow of what? It appears to be a mild disease. I'm not sure. And I don't think anyone is.
Do you think that stricter international travel testing would thwart plans abroad, or does it make people actually feel more comfortable getting on these kind of long-haul airplanes?
I think, Leslie, that's true, that it does make them more comfortable. It is a necessary step. I noticed they've stopped it from 72 hours down to 24, which makes it more onerous and difficult to make sure you get on that plane without, missing your aircraft because you didn't get your test finished. But, I mean, everything you can do to calm and placate the traveling public, I think we ought to do it. I just believe that having the vaccination is kind of the way to go, and that's a real main line of defense, and everything else is kind of corollary. These are nice to do, but I'm not sure they ought to be mandatory.
So assuming we do see some impact from nervous travelers, whether it's leisure or business, we do have oil offsetting it, and I know these are such crazy cyclical moves intra-quarter, but, what would happen to the idea that we would see a continuation of quarters that are at least break even or are mildly profitable?
Well, I think that's very doable, Carl, and really there's a tenacity in our market because people, maybe you guys at the studio the same way, we're tired of it, and we've got a lot of scar tissue, but we've been somewhat inured from the doom and gloom scenarios that have been painted, finding out that we've got a handle on it, it's kind of manageable, and we shouldn't just stop our life because of this. And I think there's some more and more of that every day.
Finally, we were talking earlier this morning about China issuing a directive for the MAX. Do you think that thing flies in China soon?
Well, it should. It's sad, Carl, when it's political, and you can't tell safety from politics because they shade it, but it's going to fly. It's a great airplane.
Gordon, we love taking advantage of your years of experience in the industry and your insight. Talk to you soon.
Nice to see you again, Carl and Leslie.
Gordon Bethune.